Greetings, everybody. So, there comes a time in life where some of the things that meant us good will eventually no longer continue to serve us. Or, as the saying usually goes, good things always come to an end. This here would be a perfect example of such a saying. And this right here is actually an amethyst necklace. And for those of you who are familiar with crystals and stones, and amethyst in particular, will understand that amethyst has certain properties and qualities that are inside of it. We may know that amethyst resonates with the crown chakra, as well as it is instrumental in opening the third eye. Now, this amethyst necklace right here is actually my very first piece of crystal or my first spiritual jewelry. And just to give a little history, when I lived in Antigua between 2015 and 2016, I actually bought this piece in a store. And I wore this piece avidly. I wore it every day and everywhere. I wore it to the store, I wore it to town, I wore it, anywhere you could think about, I had this with me. Even when I had hit rock bottom, and trust me, I was down and out in life. I was out of it. And within that period, I began meditating and starting to understand certain metaphysical principles and concepts. And all this time, this necklace was with me. So it has been doing a lot for me without me even knowing. It has been boosting my clairvoyance and my third eye, and I wasn't aware of it. It was strengthening my spiritual abilities without me even recognizing that. It was later on when I started studying, and then, I started realizing certain things are different. I'm starting to realize that I'm not as I used to be. I have improved. I see life from a different angle now. All thanks to this piece of amethyst. Now, let's fast forward a bit to the present. Now, recently I've decided to start wearing this again because, why not? I have it there. I should just wear it. And a few nights ago, I was on the beach talking to a friend. And I looked down and I saw a string sticking out. And then when I really examined it, I was like, oh shit, it's busted. And then pieces of the stones are falling out. So I saved as much of it as possible. I saved the vast majority of this necklace. Now, some of you may wonder, what am I going to do with this busted necklace? Am I going to fix it? What am I going to do with it? And I've decided to put some of it in little packages and give people pieces of it. Why? Because this necklace, or the pieces of this necklace, represent strength, represents courage. It represents overcoming obstacles. It's not just a regular amethyst anymore. This piece have been with me for a long time. And those of you who understand me and understand what I do, you guys would see that value within that necklace. You will begin to appreciate that necklace even more. So I've decided to gather the pieces and give it to certain people as a gift. And trust me, like I'm saying again, it's not just a regular piece of amethyst, but it has a lot of value and power to it. So after I give out some of the pieces, I'm going to keep the other piece just as a piece of memorabilia. And just a little short story really quick. The same friend I was talking to on the beach, when I noticed it was busted, I took off one of the stones and I gave it to her in her hand as a gift. And a few seconds later, she returned it to me. I was like, what's wrong? Why don't you keep it as a gift? Now, the energy and the power that was emanating from that piece of stone was so great that she couldn't handle it. It was so great that she had to give it back. She said when she was holding on to that stone, her hand began getting numb. She felt the energy going through her hand. Now, that's not a bad thing. It just shows that she's probably sensitive to certain energies, or maybe her energy isn't in alignment. So when you hold on to certain things of great power, you would feel it. So trust me, people, when I tell you this piece is very valuable, you're going to be happy to receive a piece of this stone as a gift from me. So people, that was my little video for today. As always, continue to stay strong and stay blessed. Always improve yourself in life and always be great. So until next time, I am Abba Obasi. Peace and blessings